You know, I think it was the great Dominic Toretto that once said it doesn't matter if you win by a foot or you win by a mile, winning is winning. So when Amazon suggested on Black Friday that I order this Nissan Skyline R34 Lego set, I felt like I won by a mile. Not only did I order this Lego set for 20 bucks, but I also got this sweet little lighting kit on sale for $12. This is the BrickBling lighting kit that lets you add underglow and interior lights to your Lego car creations. And even though I haven't ordered a Lego set or played with Legos in probably 35 years, they did play an instrumental part in helping me preserve my sanity growing up as a Gen X latchkey kid only child. So let's go and check out what's in the box. Let's get it open. Let's get this party started. All right, here we go. All right, guys, if you're not familiar with the Nissan Skyline R34, it comes from a long line and lineage of popular sports cars, race cars, etc., enthusiast driving machines to come out of Japan. In fact, the Nissan Skyline was referred to as Godzilla at one point because it dominated so much in the Japanese touring car series. Now, this particular kit is for ages 9 and up. It's kit number 76917. It's called the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR R34. It is composed of 319 pieces to put it together. And just to kind of show you a little bit of a spoiler alert, what do you actually get, to show you the front and the back, etc. There's a lot of really cool details on here that they follow along with the movie. Not only do you have actual licensing by like Toyo tires, Nissan badging, etc. They also have the exact same license plate that Brian had from the Fast and Furious franchise on his Nissan Skyline in the movie Too Fast, Too Furious. You can also take off the roof, which doesn't happen in the movie, but you can do it on the kit, and you can see the little NOS kit that's down there, the gauges, and Brian even has the same t-shirt, jeans, and same hairstyle and scruff that he had in the movie Too Fast, Too Furious. And there's a picture of the movie car, one of the movie cars that they used when they were making the film. All right, so let's go and open the box. We'll see what's in the box and also check out that sweet lighting kit, and we will go from there. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and open up the box and go inside. I'm sure there's gonna be people that are gonna buy this as some sort of a, collectible piece to hold on to down the road, car memorabilia, etc. And let's see what's in here. So we've got a pretty lengthy instruction manual. This is probably going to take me some time to put together. And I think what I'll do is just show you some various stages. As I do put it together, we'll kind of show you what it looks like when you get the frame put together and the NOS tanks installed and so on. Again, you don't have to have any verbal instructions. It's all pictorial, which is pretty cool. Instruction manual does have a complete list of parts on it. Looks like if there's any problems, they do have a line you can call if you get shorted any bricks at all. And in the end, they show you page 100, what it's going to look like when the car is all done. Also, this is a right-hand drive Japanese car, import model. And I think the R34s are going to start popping up for legal importation pretty soon. Once a JDM car hits 25 years old, it can be legally imported into the US if you go through an importer, get it titled, etc. Here's your decal set that comes along with it. So you're going to have all those little extra details are going to be added to the car. All right, I'm going to go and get started, and as I get things put together, I'll show you different phases of the build, and we'll go ahead and get going. All right, so before we do anything else, we're also going to show you the lighting kit real quick, because this may have to be installed as I build the vehicle. There are some installation instructions here that come along with it. They do show you where everything comes along. They want you to go online. I believe you're supposed to enter the kit number that you have or the Lego kit that you have. And then they also show you the lighting set as you have it pertain to your particular kit. So there is no one special set of instructions that come along with this for every single Lego set. You go online and get the kit that you need. This looks pretty substantial. It looks like I'm going to be building a wiring harness here, which is pretty crazy. I've done some electrical wiring before, which is fine. It does have a little on-off power box. Not sure where that's going to go, if that has to plug into it. I thought they showed a remote control with it, but maybe not. Apparently it looks like this one's going to plug in. This says power supply, but anyway, looks pretty cool. And this little lighting set was only about, I think 10 or 15 bucks if I'm not mistaken. There's the tweezers that you use. So yeah, we're gonna make it happen. So the first step in the process is to get your mechanic ready to go, your car builder. So this is Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker. Pretty good detail. He's got his little wrench with him. He's all set to go. Has the same kind of hair. I think this is about the same kind of clothing that he was wearing. He was wearing, I think, Chuck Taylor's in Too Fast, Too Furious. Can't remember if he had blue jeans on or gray pants, but nice little details that Lego puts into it. All right, let's go and get this car started. Okay, guys, here's the first 46 or 47 pages of the instruction manual. This is the first bag of parts. This is what it looks like from the top. We got about maybe half the chassis assembled right now. That rear is so cool on there. You got the license plate, the Toyo tire sticker, you got the little taillights, the exhaust tip. It's looking pretty good so far. And just really be careful. You're going to want to put these little side panel pieces on first and then put the stickers on. Put the stickers on first. Make it easy on yourself. The manual does tell you to do that. Here's the underside. Right now it's going together really well. At this point, I'm actually going to go to the the BrickBling website and look up and see exactly how this works. You got to put a certain code in here. And then at this point, I think you punch in the Lego kit that you have and they show you how to wire it. I don't want to get too far into the build right now because I might have to do some disassembly to get the wiring done. If I do, I will definitely let you guys know way earlier in the video to, you know, if you're going to do the lighting set first before you do this build. But for me, I just wanted to dig right in. So hang tight, guys, and we'll give you more of the build here in just a little bit. Okay guys, so the good news is when you go to the instructionweb.com website, you punch in P4601, that brings up the specific instructions for the Nissan Skyline Lego kit. You can download it as a step-by-step PDF, or it has a 15-minute video that you can watch, and basically the car is already built, and then they partially disassemble the car and they show you how to install the lights and then put it back together. I'm actually going to get the car done so I can be finished with it, show you the final product, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I've got all the lighting done, because that could take me another day to do so. Again, you'll be able to completely finish the car without having to worry about doing the lighting, and then you go back and do it. I can almost do this as a second video. I'm not going to do this as a step-by-step because the 15-minute YouTube video does a really good job showing you what to do, and there's really no point in me making a video. So this little lighting set, like I said, it's BrickBling, and I'll give you the specific information about it in the description box down below in the video. They do a really good job. The video is very well done, super easy to follow. So get the car made, then install the lights. Okay, I'm going to continue with parts bag number 2 and get the Skyline build. All right, guys, here we go. We are all ready for the street races. I'll tell you what, they did a great job with this. It definitely has that feel and that look of that Skyline. R34, lots of cool little details on it, which we'll take you through here in just a moment. Just kind of giving you the little 360 spin around. The decals were not too difficult to put on, but you definitely need a steady hand in order for them to go on straight. The only thing that really would have made this even cooler is if they would have had like the hood piece, if it would remove, and you'd be able to have like the details of, say, the top of the engine. It would have been awesome to have at least like the valve covers and stuff on there for that straight 6 engine that comes in the R34 twin turbo. It just would have been awesome, but that's okay though. It doesn't come, you can take it off and there's just basic pegs underneath of it. But there's just a few little really neat parts and little pieces on it that I really like. So first of all, the wheels are pretty cool. They do look like they do in the movie. It's real easy to access the cockpit. You can just take off the top. The doors do not open, but you can see your driver in there, Brian O'Connor's in there. Got the little nitrous bottles. They got the little gauge or the little knobs on them to turn the nitrous on. Very, very cool. And on the front here, you got stickers. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's decals for the gauges and the little status screen and all that fun stuff in there too. So it's very, very well done. I do like that. You do have an adjustable wing on the back, so you can adjust the amount of downforce it generates. And something I really did like about this, and you're probably not going to be able to see it at all, but it does say GTR right there in the front. And it's almost like, I think it was like printed or painted on that particular piece, which is very cool. And then you got your intercooler. Those are stickers that you put on also. And I try to keep everything as straight as I could, but they're just off-centered a little bit. I really don't care just because it's a toy. You know, it's just something for fun. Gotta love the back there. You've got the actual license plate like I showed you earlier. The tail lights. Try to get that in focus for you. There you go, single tip exhaust. When I got done, I had probably about 8 to 10 extra parts, and I don't know if that's just a normal Lego thing. You guys tell me, is it typical for them to give you some extra pieces on these kits when you put them together? Maybe some of the more common lost parts are ones that they include in there, the little tiny ones, the ones that are likely to bounce off the table. That's what they end up giving you spares for. But anyway, it's all done for right now. So we're going to go ahead and continue with part 2. I'm going to install the light kit and get that taken care of. Then we'll finish up the video. So this is kind of almost like a 2-part series, but I decided just to go ahead and make it into one long video so you guys can check it out. So I got the actual car for 20 bucks. Definitely worth it. It's about as much as some of the little die-cast cars that you buy online. And then the lighting kit, I think, was on sale for, I want to say 10 or 12 bucks if I'm not mistaken. So very, very cool. All right, so I'm going to go and get the lighting kit installed, and we'll come back and show you what it looks like, and we will go from there. All right, I went ahead and installed the BrickBling lighting kit, and if you're going to put that on there, you know, if you got a kid that wants to play with it, it's probably not going to work as good as you want it to because this little box is going to have to be plugged into it for your power supply, but you might be able to find some way to finagle maybe a lithium-ion battery in there and play around with it a little bit. But let me just show you what happens here. So basically, you're going to take off the tail lights and the headlights, and a little tutorial video shows you how to do everything. It's super duper easy. Just take your time. Now, if you got a little kid doing this, you're probably going to want to help them because you have to watch how you plug stuff in. These are thin wires. They're not very fragile, but they're thin, so you don't want the kid yanking on them and pulling on them and snapping them, which is basically going to ruin the whole kit. So let me just show you the underside here. It was a mild disassembly to get all the wiring to go where it goes. Take off the wing here. Basically, you've got your tail lights, you've got your headlights up in the front, underneath. You just kind of push all the wires underneath and everything's ready to go. There's some expansion boards, some LEDs. Let me go and just turn it on. Super duper bright, which is awesome. Well, I'll just leave it on right now, kind of show you all the way around. There's your tail lights and your headlights. And I'll turn the lights off so you can see what it looks like. You've got the blue lighting inside the cabin, just like you had in the movie. Lights up the back so you can see all the way through it. Absolutely sweet. So like, you know, like I said, for, I think it was 12 bucks originally, maybe 15. Very cool little add-on. Let's put the wing back on there. There you go. Although I do like the look of the car without the wing on there. So let's go ahead and turn off the lights and see what it looks like. Oh, one other cool thing too. It's a 5 volt, 1 amp power supply, if I'm not mistaken. This is currently running off the 3 AAAs. You can read the manual. They tell you specifically. You have options. They give you a USB cable with one plug that goes into one of the LEDs, and that runs the power through everything, through the expansion boards, etc. So you can run this off a little rechargeable battery pack if you want to. Say you happen to break this or lose it. You've got options, which is cool. Anything that's USB, you can essentially run it. All right, so all that I have on in the house right now is just a lamp about 20 feet away. So we'll go and turn the lights on here. Give the camera a chance to adjust. That's absolutely awesome. See the underglow coming from underneath. Your back tail lights. There you go with the little headlights going on. Very cool. Check out the cabin. Not sure how this is going to look when you guys see it on the computer here, but all right, guys. So total assembly time, like I said, where I was looking at maybe about 2 hours from start to finish, although I hadn't done a Lego set in about 35 years. Installation time for the lighting kit's about 30 minutes, 15 minutes for the video. It depends on how much care you want to put into it. Just be very careful as you're disassembling it so you don't launch the entire car. I just kind of did it on a countertop so I could take my time with it. But in the end, I'm very impressed with it. I'm not going to turn into a Lego addict, I promise. This is just one of my favorite cars out there, and I love the movie. And, you know, just kind of a gearhead at heart. So it's one of those little fun things I'm going to have around. I'm going to get a display case for it. And these wires are thin enough that if you had it in a display case, you could store it in there and keep the dust off of it or do whatever you want to do with it. But in the end, I'm pretty impressed with it, guys. All right, so that is my take on the Lego Speed Champions Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Guys, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I can't guarantee I'm going to bring you more Lego videos, but I did want to show off the BrickBling LED light set. You know, when it comes to this set, like I said, it was on sale for Black Friday. It was recommended. It did have some really good reviews over on Amazon. I also look at the 1-star and 2-star stuff, and sometimes it's people that don't get the package on time that gives it a 1-star review. I usually don't worry about those things. But anyway, guys, this is Travis. Thanks for watching Coffee, Computers, and More. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.